What's going on, guys? It's me, Shugashu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video, this is going to be the last preparation video for the CM, which is getting released later tonight. I believe so. Maybe I should check just in case. No, I think we should be good. We should be good. It should be tonight, because yeah, none of y'all had mentioned anything in the comments when I was scrolling down to get to the bottom, but I'm gonna have to refresh this, probably, maybe, I'm not sure. But anyways, like I said, this is the last prep video for the CM, and it's all right. I wasn't able to get a Duramente throughout the extra runs and all that. The most I got was like a UE5 or a UE6, one of those. And stamina nearly made it. Guts almost made it. It was power that was off. It's always one or two of those three, and for some odd reason this time was all three of them. But understandably, stamina and guts were very close, so that technically would have just been power, but it is what it is. And sadly, we're just gonna have to try again. Same setup and everything, even though we did Duramente literally 2 days ago. We technically have a Tachyon already ready. This is why I'm focusing on Duramente. Grass Wonder, I can just use one of the ones I had done already, or quickly get one done before the thing. Hopefully, if necessary, I can, but I'll be focusing on Duramente the whole time before the CM. I'm gonna literally use all my things after all my training runs before reset if I can, before I even record a video for the CM. So basically I have literally until recording time to get 5 training runs done, plus whatever extra I have after this. I believe I have at least 2 or 3 more, I think. What number? Oh yeah, I would have 3 more after this, because I did do a run previously. That's why there's 4. So I would have 3 after this. That gives me 3 more runs. So I gotta try before reset, and then do the next 5 before I do the video for the CM, just to see if I can squeeze a fairly decent Duramente out there. But nothing has changed. Setup's still the same. I'm not using the Haru card anymore, because I guess I could say I finally limit broken the Orfurv card once at least, and it's actually been doing well, even with one. It could definitely do better, but honestly, I'd rather have the Orfurv card, because, you know. But other than that, let's just get started into the run, because, you know, I want to see if this could be the one. Honestly, every time, speed is not even a problem anymore, because I know I can hit speed. The issue is just getting the other stats to 1200 plus, or maybe even a little bit higher, while still getting speed up there. Because then getting speed all the way to max doesn't matter if I can't get the other important stats up there, right? So I'm just gonna do the best I can, and basically just keep doing the same thing that I always do, and just hopefully make it. Unlike the Grass Wonder run we did yesterday, I am gonna try to not mess up any of the consultations and all that, just so we have the best chance possible to get the Duramente where I want it to be in this run. Hopefully the hopefully the RNG gods out there are gonna, you know, throw me a bone and let me just get my run already. Hopefully just 2 right here, because that's such a waste. But I'd rather do Bond in the beginning, so there we are. So yeah, hopefully things go better than what it has been going on throughout this whole time. Hopefully I can, oh, my voice. Hopefully I can even go back to back, and possibly if I do get a Duramente run done, hopefully the next one, Grass Wonder, if I want to at least get a cleaner Grass Wonder, then I'll do it and train another one. Ideally, I want all the faltering debuffs there. And for some odd reason, the two best ones I've trained doesn't have faltering chasers. So that's kind of going to be hard because I know faltering betweeners and chasers are going to be the most important out of the two, I would say, because it's obviously the backliners. But because Duramente and Neo Universe and also, I believe, Jungle Pocket. Yes, Jungle Pocket also being a betweener and being basically made for this CM is going to make things very, very hard. So I want to get as much of the help as I can out of Grass Wonder, even if it's just, you know, off those debuff skills. So yeah, that's just my thought process. But I can't make that happen unless unless I get Duramente set up, Grass Wonder set up, because all the good ones doesn't have faltering chasers in it, and then Tachyon's just there waiting for the rest of the team. So yeah, but enough of that. I got the comments here ready, and the first good bunch. Yes, good bunch, not even good bit, just good bunch. Wait, actually let me check if anything has been held. Okay, so first things first, I wanted to make sure there was nothing held for review, specifically on to see if Eugen had been posting the match codes. Honestly, I haven't been doing it because I've been focusing on other things, which is why I'm here. But give me a sec. So basically, Eugen had been posting things. I don't know why. It sucks, but Eugen had been posting the room IDs or match IDs, whatever they are. Problem is, they were being held for review, so that's why it wasn't in the comment section. If you guys were wondering where it is, that is unfortunate, because I think because of the multiple numbers in it, it kind of just susses it out, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So I even checked right now. I do have all of Eugen's comments approved for without having to be held for review, I guess is the way to say it. But I don't know. It did this before the Ren, where I had done the same thing, but it's still held it for review. So it's just kind of weird, but you know what? Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate that it happened, but it's YouTube. I can't really I can't really do anything about it if it's basically their system being all wonky and all that, right? But it is what it is. Yeah, it's just sad to see that comments are being held for review, but it's kind of understandable at the same time because of the numbers. I'm assuming that's the reason why it was flagged for review. At least that's what I think. But other than that, we'll get started with the comments from Nova. Apologize again, Eugen, because you do put the effort to put the matchroom IDs, and it basically went two ways. And I do apologize for not joining the matches, especially towards the last like 2 weeks. I haven't really joined even once, I think. That's my bad. That's my bad. I could just do yellow and call it a day, right? We can do blue and call it a day as well. Unless blue needs Y's, then at least it'll be close. Oh, yeah, so start off in Noah's comments. I said that like 4 times already. First one says, wait, cars? Cars! Now that's a good Uma spin-off. Gotcha. It's funny because Ren did mention something like this a few months ago. I don't know if it was during while you were out in Taiwan, but I know I do remember her saying this. Kuruma Musume. I do want McQueen both as a Uma and a Karwa. There'd be no way we could be calling her Lightning McQueen, though. I haven't seen Cars in such a long time. I know for a fact, though, when it did came out, that my brother did love the crap out of that thing. It was that, Lilo and Stitch, and especially SpongeBob. Although SpongeBob was kind of my thing also, because I mean, who didn't like SpongeBob? If you don't like SpongeBob, then I don't know. That was like one of the very few American cartoons. Yes, big difference. But cartoons that I actually did enjoy a lot, and that's kind of rare for myself, because I never really genuinely liked American cartoons, although I did before I got like really into anime. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Like, I do remember watching it, like, as part of the stuff I would watch going home, you know? 'Cause I think around, like, 6 or 7 p.m., it would be, like, The Simpsons and King of the Hill and all that. Then eventually American Dad came along. They were fine to watch. And before that, I would watch, like, the afternoon cartoons or Kids WB, Fox Kids before it became 4Kids TV, I think. Something like that. Yeah, I do remember all that. I remember, like, Kids WB. Oh, what did that turn into? I forgot what it turned into after that. But, or was it something before? I don't remember. It was like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon was there, while you had Digimon, Kirby, even a Sonic's Sonic show was on Fox Kids and Channel 11. Yeah, I remember this way too well. If you know what I'm talking about, then we're most likely around the same age. So yeah, if you know, you know, you'll know the you pretty much know the age gap. If you relate to how I feel or what I'm saying here, because yeah, that was. And remember all that so much. That was so long ago. So long ago. That was fun though. I'm not gonna deny it. Dang, even after one comment, I just went nostalgic and went off my own tangent. I do apologize, but it'll happen. It'll happen once in a while. But thank you. Wait, why am I thanking Nova already? There's still like a couple more comments, a bunch more comments, a bunch more comments. What color do we need? We'll do yellow here since we don't have anything blue here. Oh, speaking about random tangents, so there was this song I randomly heard. One, it sounded very familiar to me, so I felt like I knew the artist. Two, there was kind of a, I don't know if it was kind of a hint or not, but the next song, it sounded like the same artist, but I knew the song. Because I have listened to it many times, so that's why I knew about it. Give me a sec. I'm trying to debate whether or not I do this to try and, you know what, I will, because I do want to get the dates unlocked already. But what I say, I knew the next song, so I kind of had an idea that it's probably the same artist. And I was going back and forth between two artists, but the biggest hint was the song that played after, because the first artist I went over wasn't the one. Definitely wasn't the one, because I couldn't find it, obviously. So I went to the other one, and immediately I found it. It was like it was meant to be for me to find that song. And yes, before you do ask, it is Japanese. music that I'm talking about. Because I haven't really necessarily listened to any other kind of music for a very long time. I mentioned this probably a year ago, but even probably before that, that I've primarily listened to Japanese music for like 10 plus years. Definitely more than 10 years. Definitely more than 10 years, that's for sure. So yeah. I don't want to have to explain myself, but long story short, long story short, I just didn't like the direction that the music was going back, you know, in the, I guess, the States. I guess globally, or the States, whatever you want to call it. It was a weird phase. I didn't, not me going into Japanese music. It was just me like trying to keep up with the music that was going on here. A lot of the artists that I was listening to were transitioning into more like club music and all that at the time. I guess a good example would be that, because I did love listening to R&B artists, and one of the OGs that I listened to was obviously Usher, and then he was slowly transitioning to more like party club music, more club music, but that's just one of the very few examples. I just couldn't anymore. Why did I go red? Or was it already all red? I don't remember. But yeah. Yeah, I ended up finding that song. And it was actually a song that was released 2 years ago, so I was kind of surprised that I was able to find it. But that's thanks to, because I already listened to the artist. Other than that, enough of that. Let's just go to just go to the next comment from Nova. Loki, I'm enjoying I'm enjoying the Vivlos card, since it's always great to see her appear while I'm training other Umas. That's fair. That's fair. I just like using the Vivlos card because it is a really damn good card. I think I should do this. Yeah. I think you get a lot of Umaroks now, especially if you just jump into the new training scenario right away. Imagine getting your team from E rank all the way to UD while counting 500 Umaroks per level. That'd be insane. Well, yeah, that is true, because I do remember, from what I said, I do remember telling Tanoki to just start off from the very first scenario and just do all the missions you can in every scenario so you can get as much Umaroks or carrot jewels, however you want to call it. Yeah, that was one way to get it, and obviously, depending how well you can train, obviously you could set the record pretty high in each thing and also get the rewards for that. And then the more you train, you can build all the teams you can for your arena or PvP. And however high you go, you still get a bunch of jewels as well. There's also all the story, the main story part 1 and part 2 now, and all that. And then all the Uma stories when you, I guess, increase your bond with them. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot that you can get. So it all depends on how you use it, you know? And definitely I could say Tanoki did really well with that. I know I use him as an example, but he's the most recent one out of the... Yeah, he's the most recent one out of all of us, so it makes sense for me to use that as an example, because he did really well. He did really well. Got a UD before me, has better, obviously would have more updated cards than I do. And yeah, has been just overall like on the same par as I've been, but can get a UD. Because I can't. I haven't gotten it yet. I have like a week. A little over a week. So I don't know. I just I just can't see myself, you know, there's no way for me, especially for me to just see, how would it be if, just check it out, see how many characters. That's too much effort for me. I already play enough gacha games to the point where I need to pick and choose where I would like to spend most of the extra time I have on a certain one. Like with Star Rail getting recently updated, obviously with the banner that came out yesterday, and for those who who care, because Firefly did just get released last night. I did manage to get Firefly. I did 3 10 pulls because I did 3 10 pulls above the pity that I had, and I won the 50-50. Was kind of hesitant. I was like, do I go for E1 or do I go for the light cone, because I like to have her light cone or their light cone whenever I pull for them. Although there are a select few that I don't have it. Namely not Kafka. I do have Kafka, because what am I talking about? Namely Black Swan. He's not the only one, I swear. I swear she's not the only one, yet I know there's a way for me to at least see my account without having to log in, so give me a sec. Yes, I could see my account here. Do I have anyone else that I not pull for their Lycone? Hold on. I'm actually quite surprised myself. Did I get really that? Oh my gosh, was I? I'll count Firefly because I don't have it yet. Dr. Ratio doesn't count because he was a free character given to us. So I didn't bother going for his Lycone. Plus, I wasn't originally going to pull for him. It just so happens that he was given to me for free, and he's part of the main team I want to use. Yeah. It's just... If I don't count those that I just named, it's literally just Black Swan. Because I did pull for Sparkles, then Robins, even Aventurines. I guess I have, for every character that I've pulled, from what it seems, like limited 5-star, not including the standard banner characters, I've gotten their Lycone. Not including Ratio, because he was a free one, and didn't care to pull for his, maybe in the future. Doesn't really matter. Firefly, I definitely want to get it. And maybe I'll get Black Swans later. Obviously, it would be better if I did get hers. But we're talking standard banner. I do have Brony. Yes, actually, I have multiple. I've gotten hers multiple times. So I think her card is like S2, S3, one of those. Japard, I do have. I don't think I have Welts. I don't think, but actually, could I check if he has it equipped? I don't even have him built, but does it show? No, it doesn't show what he has equipped. Oh no, it says no light cone equipped. Okay, fair. Oh, I know we just did a race, so no yellow here, so I'm not gonna do it. I will do speed. I don't think I have Yangqing's actually. I don't think so. Big keyword, I don't think so. Oh, Clara I don't have. Bailu I've gotten. Himiko I've gotten way early in the game. I think that's all the standard banner characters, I think. If I'm missing anyone, then I just forgot to mention, but yeah. That's my quick tangent off Star Rail. It seems like I haven't haven't lost. Most of the characters I pulled for has their like on, is what I'm saying. Basically. Dang, so I guess between Star Rail, well, I've known that actually. Between Star Rail and I guess Genshin, my luck in Star Rail has been, I guess, stupid good. But I did one on another tangent. I apologize. For Genshin, I remember you still have to turn in your dailies physically at that chick's counter. Do they still do that? Yes. Yes. Even though what I mentioned in yesterday's video, where you can do an event and claim the event rewards. I don't know how many to be exact. Like, it was 7 the last time when I did it, but it was the first time I did. I don't know if it's different for different kinds of events, but I did it again. There's a new event, so even though you do that, you still need to go to your, I think, guidebook and click that button. Because there's another button where you can click to turn it in for dailies. Then and then you gotta go to what was her name? Catherine. Miss Ad Astra Abyssos to to actually get your dailies. But it's totally fine because you have to go talk to her anyway to redo your daily commission. Not commissions. Was it commissions? Bailey, the like daily gathering stuff. I think it is commissions. I'm not sure, but yeah. You know, I said I wanted to pay attention to the consultations, and I did not. I did not. All right, guys, we're gonna have to. I'm definitely not getting the plus 50 at the end because I need blue. It's okay. I'm not disappointed I'm not mad about it. Obviously, I want to focus more on your guys' comments. That is my honestly what I want to say. So it's all right. I'm not, because there's still a chance I can make this run work regardless of that. It's just unfortunate that happened. But next comment from Nova says, I spent 240 wave plates all on the skill mat dungeons, got my Dark Rover up, and pulled for her 5-star weapon. Man, she does more damage than Encore now. Still, not that concerned about Echo since I'm not Union level 50 yet. If I remember correctly, I started grinding artifacts religiously in Genshin after hitting AR 50. Those were the painful days. Ooh. I would say I don't remember exactly what adventure rank I was. What I can say is, what can I say? What can I say? Oh, no. I can say for a fact that I did start farming for 5-star relics or 4-star, whatever. Farming for the high tier relics, 5-star relics until I unlocked them pretty much. I don't remember when I unlocked them, to be exact. I just know I had characters I already wanted to build prior to that. I already named them before, but I'm gonna name them again. Ayaka and... It was Ayaka, Yoimi, and basically anyone who I pulled there. And then any other support, so Bennett. Honestly, I didn't work on Bennett till like later. I'm gonna be real. But he's a 4-star. But yeah, I can remember only starting it once I had hit. Or once I was able to farm them. Because obviously I wanted to get them stronger, as I still cleared more content at that time. Because I'm pretty sure it happened around either after Liwa or Inazuma. During Inazuma. but I don't remember exactly when. I would switch to yellow, but I need to use that last one for probably something more specific. For me, I am going for the sword neck for the free pulls for the standard weapon banner. To give it to Rover since I am using Rover a lot. I just decided to get something for Verena or Encore, whoever wants to use it more, but most likely Verena because I am using her more than Encore since I did choose Dark Rover over her. But yeah, once I get her sword, once I get the, what's it called? Emerald Genesis Sword, I think is what it's called. I'll give it to Rover. And I don't know. That'll be pretty much it who I give it to. Unless I give it to like Sanhua instead, or I don't think there's anyone else. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone else. So yeah. Maybe Yang Yang if I decide to use Yang Yang as a sub DPS. I know out of the 4 stars, I believe Sanhua is probably the best one in my opinion. Either her or More Defeat, but he's a guy and I don't feel like I'm gonna use him. Kalkuro honestly is an exception because he is freaking strong. That's all I can say. So I do use him, but only for like Tower Adversity. Since we're talking about Wuthering Waves, or at least I am at the moment. With the Tower Adversity, I managed to clear the experimental zone with the 2 zone. Well, I had the 2 areas. Thanks to the select few that I was able to raise up. And I tried the hazard zone after unlocking it, and I got whooped. Not doing enough damage. I am not doing enough damage there, so obviously I need to work on them more, but I need to get to a higher union level, so yeah. I'm trying to get all of Yinlin's, I guess the forte, all of them as much unlocked as I can, as much possible. So I'm most likely gonna have been farming the forgery for the rectifiers. trying to remember the name of the weapon. So yeah, I think it was like rectifiers, gauntlet, sword, broadblade, sword, and pistols. I think that's all of them. I don't know if there's any other more. And I think, yeah. I think that's it. And I know there's like this whole debate between Star Rail and Genshin when it came to comparing which game was easier to farm relics or build relics / artifacts, however you want to call them. In my personal opinion, it for me was Star Rail was way easier. Not getting time gated by just builds in general, not being time gated by character essential material. Not yeah, just materials in general. Was a big help when it came to building characters in Star Rail because I wasn't time gated. So it made it easier, although technically yes, 2 different games. So, but the relic system is the same, so that's why I heavily compare them. It's just it's just one game is time gated it's just time gated and the other is not, which is just a big difference when it came to building them. So yeah. And then now there's Wuthering Waves. And honestly, it's gonna be way harder because There's more substats. Like I said, you got crit damage main stat and crit damage substat, so you can have more crit damage. Or if you want crit rate and crit rate, there you go. And then you can also choose Resonance Liberation, which is your ult or burst, or your Resonance skill, even basic attack, and all that. It's just like, there's so many to choose from. So many to choose from. This is unfortunate. This would have been really well for yellow. Although I don't have it anymore, so yeah, I'm still gonna pick it. So yeah, I have a lot to think. But next comment says Jinhee. I don't know. I can't read Chinese characters in English. Jinhee? It's a Jinsi. I believe it's Jinhsi. So that's why I said Jinsi. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Yes, I'm checking on my phone because I don't want to. Oh, that's Jun. Jinsi. Yeah, Jinhsi. I didn't put the Chinese characters. I'm not going to put the Chinese characters up. I'm just saying how I am reading it and spelling it. But I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. So correct me if I'm wrong. Because that's how I heard it, that's how I'm going to say it, and that's how I read it. But yes, definitely we'll be pulling for her. And you guys will see that whenever 1.1 drops. But I don't even know who's part 1, part 2. So whoever's, I don't know if it's the umbrella chick or Jinsi first. Yes, she's just the umbrella chick because I can't remember her name. I think it started with a C. Tanoki had responded saying, yeah, always kind of funny when someone assumes I can read Chinese characters in Hanyu Pinyin without the tones. Hanyu Pinyin, I never heard that. Like, mate, there's like over 20 ways I could pronounce that. I could see it. Then Nova had responded saying, this was the same problem with Liwa and Kenshin where I had to look up the actual Chinese characters for each part of the region and their characters' names. I just went with however I can pronounce it unless I've heard them say it in game. That's me. So if I say it the way said voice actors has said it, then that's the way it's gonna be. Because that's how I heard it. Thank you, Tanoki, for responding to Nova's comment. I believe there's a couple more of Nova's comments. This was literally just a... What did he call it? Flood? Was it Noah's Ark floods? Or a drought? This was another flood. But not using any consultations? Dang, those Umas must be needing therapy on a daily basis with how many players are abusing them with repeated runs and scrapping runs. Yeah. That's what the, yeah. I didn't use them. But it happens. It does happen. Steins Gate is such a masterpiece that I never thought I'd enjoy. After watching the anime, I went on to play the VN4 visual novel for both Steins Gate and Steins Gate Zero. I think that's around the same time where I truly became fascinated with the parallel universe and that evil CERN. From what I remember, for me personally, Steins Gate was a... It started off slow. I don't know if that was for everyone or just for me. But I could say that it did start off slow for me, but I did enjoy it. Next one says, thanks, man. I thought the 1 month hiatus would pull me down, but I got it. We just need to restart our competition next scenario with the first UC Uma. Hey, I will say, I think getting the Vivlos card did good for you. I would say that at least. Although I am using it as a rental card, so is it really a true excuse? I'm gonna say yes, because I could have been using it. I could have been using it for everyone. But yeah, I called it. I called it that you were gonna get it before myself. Simply due to the fact that you had better cards. I just know I can hit it if all the stars align, however you want to be all cheesy with it, you know? Cheesy? I don't know. Yeah, but if everything just works well in my favor, then yeah, I can see it working. I've gone in UE8 and I think only UE8s multiple times. I don't know if I got a UE9. That is the question. But I know I can get it. I just can't get the result that I want. But yeah, I knew you were totally gonna do it. I called it literally the day I read the comment in that video. So there you go. Outside bad, inside good. Tell your local extrovert to repeat that 10 times a day. They'll join us soon. Don't think so. I don't think so. Guessing the next two Umas I will definitely pull is Versina and Gentle Donna. If Ramano gets a summer version, then take my wallet. Honestly, I could say Ramano in a wedding outfit will look nice too. Or a festival one. Like a Nakimono. Or a yukata. Maybe? I need yellow, don't I? I do. Based off my reaction, you knew I needed it, so... I guess to accommodate to the yellow, I will just do that. I mean, I don't even need it as much, but... For me, I am pulling for Roxina, I am pulling for Gentle Donna, but... I can't remember the other Uma name. But I do want to pull for her. Like you guys know who I was about to say, right? I don't. And then the last one says, I wonder if Shushu would go crazy if he cannot pull on Uma for a whole year. I think I'll be barely okay, but no one will never know for sure. Well, I was able to go up to Pity for Duramente. And that was with me doing like sprinkles of pulls on like... Was it Festival Teo? Satono Crown and Cheval Grand, and also going all in for Kita, the anime collab Kita. Was still able to make it to 30k for Duramente, so definitely if I didn't go through that madness. If I didn't go through that madness, I would have for sure probably had 60k or more. It is what it is, though. For a whole year, I don't think I can, because there's most likely gonna be that one character or even that support card that I should probably go for. So yeah, I don't think I'll go crazy because I'll just end up pulling at one point. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I guess since we're talking about gotchas, I have mentioned that Atelier Reslariana is going through their half anniversary, which has been going on, I think, for 10 days. Because I think we got our 10th ticket for the one of the events where if you beat it all the way to the 10th one, which is easy because they made it easy, obviously, for half anniversary. You get to picked 2 memorias, or I guess I'll call them support cards. That of your choosing, which is pretty nice, I would say. And then I did manage to get both characters. I don't know if there's a part 2 or part 3, but I'm gonna just call it part 1 because I'm assuming there's a part 2 and part 2 at least. where I did get both of Valeria and Liddy. So that was exciting. I got Liddy first. My main goal was to get Valeria. But getting both of them, but getting Valeria was the main goal. Once I got Valeria, I was glad that I got Liddy because I didn't have a lot of characters of their attack type, which was strike, just for those who care. So yeah, it helped out a lot. And right now I'm just doing as much as I can in that game. I still need to catch up to the story. I am probably with the release of chapter 9, I am officially now like 3 chapters behind because I'm at chapter 7, so 7, 8, 9. Because I think there is another level cap I need to get through, so I need to catch up on that. I do have a plan when it comes down to Star Rail. I'm actually planning to wipe out all companion quests and side quests that I have built up, just so I can have a clean slate once again, just like I do have in Wuthering Waves, because it felt nice just not seeing all of that. And then if I'm able to do all of that, and then I look at my Genshin one, and I'm only going to do the Genshin one for sure on my free time. I am not going to do it purposely, only on my free time, voluntarily. I will do that. Because there's just too many. But that is my plan. For at least those 3 games. And Reslariana for the main story. And then... do I need any red? We do. Okay. Any other games? Snowbreak, I need to do the more of the event because a new part of the event got released. Same thing with Reverse, I would say, because those 2 have their events at the same time. So I gotta do both. Anything else? I don't think so. Eminence, there is a new event because they have a new story, but I think I'm pretty much good with it. So I think I'm good with the other games. Wuthering Waves, I mean, Star Rail, I'm not gonna do the thing, but I'm not gonna do the thing until I 100% the exploration in Wuthering Waves, which I do have 2 locations left. I mentioned it yesterday. I still haven't gotten started. They're both like at 50%. I just have to keep going now and finish the rest. They're like 55, 58. I'm gonna do the Winding Axis Mare first, and then going to the Dim Forest. That should wrap it up. That should wrap it up, and that should be good. And once I do all that, then I will definitely do what I said for Star Rail, and then whenever I feel like it, do the whole Genshin stuff. Yep. Plus, if I do the Genshin stuff, especially the run around and get the chest, I will at least get books for building characters, because that is the main problem I'm having. And also getting the very minimal amount of primo gems they give, but at least it's still something, and it builds up because I didn't fully 100% any area, so it kind of works out. Plus, yeah, that's pretty much it. Other than that, end of tangent once again. We do have 2 more comments left, right? 2 more comments. Thank you, Nova, for all the comments, by the way. Really do appreciate it. I think for the next time Eugen does do the room match IDs, I'll make sure to, if I can. I don't know. I guess I haven't really tried that. Let me see if I can do that. Although I should probably hurry this up also, because I'm kind of behind. But I'm trying to do something right here. Is it possible to do that? Yes. The next time you do it, I don't know if you're gonna do it for the League of Heroes. The next time you do it, every time I see it commented, like this is gonna give me a reason to look at the comments, in the middle of the day, I guess. I'm gonna pin the comment, so it'll just be on the top. That's how it works, right? I don't think I've ever pinned a comment. So yeah, whenever Eugen does it for the League of Heroes or future League of Heroes, future CM, I will pin the comment on top just so y'all can see it. But now I shall go over the last two comments, which is from Eugen and Tanoki. First one being from Eugen, saying, haha, when it comes to Uma, I like you are all correct. Twin Turbo Team Canopus. It makes sense because Turbo is part of Team Canopus, so I figured. Well, also it made sense because the whole nature, even pulling for Sounds of Earth. And then when you were talking about Tannhauser, it kind of made sense to me. And then you did mention how much you liked small Umas. And then, of course, there was the full escape teams. So I put them all together, and that pretty much seems to be the ones you always went after. Unless it was a character that you just like. I was going to say Vexina is going to be one of them, but I believe she is an escape. So she kind of just falls in that escape criteria. So yeah. I don't think Vivos is a short one, so if you had pulled for her, she would have been different from the others. For sure, so I fancy them more to bigger ones, or I find the small Umas having cute costumes, or maybe simple that makes eye-catching to me. Maybe you just prefer more of the cute characters, I'd say. Because obviously that would probably be the reason why you like the smaller Umas. That's the only way I can see it. It makes sense. Because it's kind of like... It's kind of like if we were going to think of Wuthering Waves. I could see you totally just running Encore, Verena, and a third short character. I don't know who would that be because there isn't one yet. There isn't one yet. But I could see you totally running those two in your team for like the longest. Just because of that. Or if you did play Genshin, then you would probably be using like Nahida. Trying to think if you could do a whole team that works. But maybe you can. Only one I've used has been like Nahida. I don't have Klee. Might work for, was it Burgeon? For the Dendro effect? I don't know. I don't pay attention to Genshin that much. I just know what I need to know. And a little bit more, I guess. You could tell I didn't really care about this run towards the end, even though there was still some kind of potential for it. Oh well. But I think you just prefer them being cuter. Like on the cuter side, rather than, let's say if we were to talk about like the more grown-up Umas. They do have their cute moments, obviously. Like, yeah, they do have their cute moments. And then they'll either be, like you say here, what the big ones tend to be, make them sexy, cool, or something else. Or a good combination of like different ones. Because like if you look at Kita, she's like a good, to me, she's a good mix of a lot of different things. So that's why, well, besides the way she also looks, I do like nearly like nearly. I pretty much like everything about her. If it wasn't that obvious, the same thing with Teo, but Teo's the exact opposite, with her being shorter, on the shorter side. So yeah. But I could tell you with the tell with the sexy and cool vibe. You got like Duramente. I do like Duramente though, but she does have her moments where she looks like, pretty cute, Especially while training, she will have one of those moments. From clicking one of the events and all of that, she'll have like a reaction that's cuter than it normally is. Or like Rudolph has that kind of vibe as well. Ramino. So yeah. Mihono Bourbon. I tried my best to build a setup that was anti-meta, but the chances were really grim since new Umas were added. It's still possible to win, but yeah, the balance is not right. It's fine to have strong Umas, but there are some that is really ridiculous. Very true. Very true. I agree. And that's the problem with of course there's gonna be the meta, but it's like we've had this conversation before. What if we just don't want to follow the meta, That's pretty much it. What if we don't want to follow the meta because we don't have the luxury to follow the meta, because we want to just focus on the characters we want to pull for, the cards that we want to pull for that will benefit us more, because essentially I'm pretty sure we would want to go for more general based cards, but of course having the specialty focused cards, whether if it's distance based or position based, then yes, that would be beneficial as well. Kind of like me getting the Chaser Taishin card and having the Ramano card. Obviously the Taishin one would benefit me more when it comes to using it for chasers, but at least the Ramano one would still be nice and beneficial for everyone else at the time being before I replace it with a more another kind of a general use wise card, And then let me see. Though I have a UD7 Chocoban. Crazy though. It still managed to catch up at the back like 95% of my current lineups. I guess I need more UD5 plus escapes to leave them from dust. Probably. And I guess having one of them as a debuffer, maybe? Maybe? Or just having a debuffer in general, maybe. I think because I went for Mihono support card, I can't remember, but it's something along the way. Yeah, I feel like it was because of the Mihono Bourbon support card that you didn't pull for the Ballroom Daichi Ruby. Because I think that was at the same time, and you had to choose between the two, so... At least that's how I remembered it. But since you remembered it kind of the same way as well, I probably is. It probably is that reasoning. I don't mind about the skills that I'm picking. It's pretty much what I would go for, but I'm just kind of just going along with it. But 1710 speed, 996 stamina, 1160 power, 1058 guts, and 1074 wise. This is just basically a worse version of what I just recently trained, so it is what it is. S aptitude on medium distance. I did get that also. What is it going to be? Probably a UE at the very best, I'd say, because all the stats are above an A. But I think I could see it as a UF 8, maybe. Maybe. And then, oh, a wild Spidey suddenly appeared on your face. It is much better than a wild troll face. Flying cockroach suddenly appeared. I don't know why I almost like went towards saying Kakarot instead of cockroach. I didn't mean to say it that way, but I'm just glad I haven't seen a flying cockroach. But then again, it is most likely because of the locations that we are in. So yeah. It is definitely much better than a wild flying cockroach, but just imagine it being nighttime just having the light from my monitor, my keyboard, my computer was RGB. And yeah, basically that. And then just sit. And it wasn't slow. It literally just went whoop, right in front of me, and it didn't even hesitate to keep going down, because for me to see where it would go. But at the same time, since I was still also playing a game, I was heavily focused with my with my hands on keyboard, mouse position, WASD, running around trying to survive. Seeing the spider threw me off, literally took off my headphones, and then tried to survive whilst telling my brother to pause the game, because thankfully there was a pause feature, even if it was online. And just losing the spider altogether. Like I said, if it didn't surprise the crap out of me, or I had seen it coming, or if it was just on a why I wouldn't care. I cared because it surprised me. But a flying cockroach, oh, I'd be swinging. I'll be swinging. Like, I don't necessarily... Like, I care and I don't care about bugs. It's not like if I see it, I'll be all creeped out, like people who are actually, like, who hates bugs genuinely. But if it does crawl or get close to me, I will react. But other than that, I don't have like a full fear of bugs. So if it did fly, I will swing. I will be swinging in the air. No cap. No cap. That, or I'll just book it. Especially if it's flying towards my face. Or just appears on my face. So yeah. Yeah. Other than that, thank you for the comment, Mugen. Appreciate it as always. And lastly, comment from Tanoki. Essentially, I could reroll using the 10 free pulls, starting an account with a 2 LB is possible, 3 LB SSR. Then save it for the new scenario and scenario card a month and a half later. But yeah, I found that advice logically sound, but psychologically dumb, because I'm not making an alt or extra accounts to sell. No way any person would do that for their main. I mean, what I could see it making it perfect sense is... Because if you re-roll for the 10 free pulls, maybe starting with the 2 LB, 3 LB SSR, honestly, that's a pretty darn good start. And just using whatever Umas you have along the way, just to farm more carrot jewels from the training scenario missions, the main story, and also the Uma stories. Farming all that while also just adding random Umas to make the PvP team. Accumulating all the stuff you get from that. You'll be able to save up a lot if we're talking about a month and a half. That's still a lot of time. And yes, it does work, but that's only if you had rerolling for your main account. To me, it makes sense to go through all that. I think if I was in your position, was it December, 2 months before, 2.5 months before the new scenario, I would have just probably gone for support cards. Find a suitable support card to have. Maybe go for support cards that were good generally, or just good to have and use at the moment, kind of like what you did. And then just get Umas here and there, Umas that I like at least. So if I was in your position, it would have been a bad time for me to start, because Tono Crown was that month. Next month was Cheval Grand, and then also Kita. That would have been a bad start for me. That's 3 characters. 3 characters in a row that I do like. Yeah, that would have been bad for me. But if that wasn't the case, honestly, saving up all those carrot jewels prior to the training scenario would have been really nice, because then would have pulled for Duramente. I would put it for cards and all that. So yeah, I think it would have been worth. But I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Thank you for the comment, Tanoki. It was just weird, but I don't know. It's literally just for your personal account. I made an alt, and after like a year, stopped using that alt. I never really got into making extra accounts. That's just extra effort that I don't want to do. So yeah, thank you for the comments, Tanoki, Eugen, and Nova. Appreciate it as always. And yeah, hope to see y'all comment in the next one. But other than that, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know how you guys are doing prior to the CM that is being released later tonight. I need to get to start to editing this video, finishing the rest of my training for this this daily 5 before the new 5 come out. I'm just gonna do the best I can to do that. You guys will know who I use starting. Well, you guys already know who I'm using: Tachyon, Duramente, and Grass Wonder. It's just a matter of which ones am I gonna use. So we'll see what that's gonna be in tomorrow's video. I have about 8 more training sessions to do for Duramente to get the best I can as possible. If I can somehow get a good Duramente Grass Wonder, if I do have any extras, I'll do it. But if not, I'll just gonna have to use what I have, and then do more Grass Wonder runs during the CM just to see if I can get a better one as I progress into the event itself. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't know what other comments y'all want to leave down here, but if I haven't said it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below about your prep for the CM, any other games you want to talk about, anime, manga, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm open to talking about other things, as you guys have previously noticed from like the paranormal stuff that I talked about and all that. Or just ask me any other questions that you guys want to ask me. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.